Ever caught your cat staring intently at themselves in the mirror and wondered what's going through their mind? Unlike humans who can recognize their own reflection, cats interpret mirror images quite differently. Let's dive into whether our feline friends truly understand what they're seeing when they gaze into a mirror. The science behind the mirror test. The mirror test, developed by psychologist Gordon Gallup Jr. in the 1970s, is a classic experiment used to assess self-awareness in animals. It involves placing a visible mark on an animal in a location that can only be seen using a mirror. If an animal, upon seeing its reflection with the mark, engages in behavior that suggests it recognizes the mark on itself, like touching or investigating the area, it is considered to show evidence of self-recognition. This test has been used with various species to explore the cognitive abilities of animals and their capacity for self-awareness. Despite its widespread use, the test has its critics and is not considered definitive proof of self-awareness, as reactions can vary greatly among individuals and species. How cats react to mirrors. When it comes to cats, the results of the mirror test are quite different from those of some other animals, like dolphins or great apes, which often pass the test. Initial reactions of cats to mirrors can vary widely. Some may pounce, others may pause and stare, and some might completely ignore the reflection after a brief investigation. In studies observing cats with mirrors, the typical behavior does not involve any signs of self-recognition. Rather than investigating a mark on their body after noticing it in the mirror, cats are more likely to respond to the mirror image as if it were another cat. They might show signs of defensive or curious behavior, like hissing, tail puffing, or cautious approaching. This suggests that cats do not understand that the image in the mirror is themselves, but rather they perceive it as another presence in their territory. Why don't cats recognize themselves? The apparent lack of self-recognition in cats when confronted with their reflection might stem from their unique sensory priorities. Cats primarily use scent to recognize others and mark territory, not vision alone. Therefore, a mirror image, which lacks any olfactory cues, might not be perceived by cats as another cat or an entity at all. They may see the reflection simply as a strange visual phenomenon rather than a representation of themselves. This disconnect between visual and olfactory input might explain why cats often seem indifferent or confused by their own reflections. Cats' brains may not be wired to prioritize facial recognition in the way that humans or some other animals do. In the wild, understanding spatial relations and detecting movement are more critical for survival than recognizing oneself in a reflection. This could mean that the concept of using mirrors as a tool for self-identification is not only non-essential but also alien to how cats interpret the world around them. Their interaction with a reflection often lacks any investigative behavior that would suggest self-awareness, such as trying to touch or remove a mark they see on themselves in the mirror. Instead, their responses can range from disinterest to playful curiosity, further indicating that what they see might just not register as self in any meaningful way. What does this tell us about cat intelligence? The fact that cats don't recognize themselves in mirrors doesn't imply a lack of intelligence. Rather, it underscores the specialized nature of their cognitive abilities. Cats excel in areas essential to their survival and ecological role, such as hunting and social communication. Their intelligence is tailored to interpreting sensory data like sound and movement, which aids in accurately pinpointing and capturing prey. Cats' interactions with their environment and other animals are deeply rooted in their keen senses, making them highly effective predators and complex social animals within their communities. Cats' social interactions involve sophisticated behaviors not immediately apparent to casual observation. They use a variety of vocalizations, body language, and olfactory markers to communicate with one another, establish territories, and form social hierarchies. These abilities are a testament to their intelligence and adaptability. Cats are adept at navigating their world through a lens that prioritizes smell and sound over visual cues like those provided by mirrors. This specialization means that while they may not pass the mirror test of self-recognition, they possess other forms of smart behavior that are crucial for their survival and day-to-day interactions. Practical tips for cat owners. Understanding that cats might perceive their reflection as another cat helps us introduce mirrors to them more thoughtfully. For some cats, encountering their reflection might initially trigger a stress response if they perceive the reflected image as an intruding cat. It's important to observe these interactions and ensure that the mirror doesn't consistently evoke signs of distress or aggression. On the other hand, mirrors can also serve as intriguing enrichment tools for cats, offering them visual stimulation that can be both amusing and curious. By gauging your cat's reactions, you can decide whether mirrors serve as beneficial enrichment, or if they should be used sparingly. For those cats that find mirrors intriguing rather than threatening, the reflection can become a fascinating part of their environment that stimulates their natural curiosity. Cats may bat at the mirror, watch it intently, or even attempt playful interactions with their own image. These behaviors indicate that the cat is engaged and not distressed by the reflection. Watching how your cat deals with a mirror can also offer insights into its personality, showing whether it's more cautious or bold in the face of unfamiliar situations. Understanding these reactions helps cat owners create a living space that respects their pet's temperament and preferences, enhancing their overall well-being. While cats may not pass the mirror test of self-recognition, this doesn't make them any less fascinating or intelligent. It simply means that their intelligence and sense of self are manifested in ways different from humans and some other animals. As cat owners, appreciating these differences enriches the companionship we share with our cats and helps us provide better care tailored to their true nature. So next time you catch your cat fixating on their reflection, just remember, they might not see themselves as we do, but they are fully immersed in a world where every reflection is an opportunity for exploration or interaction. Until next time.